bit more to do before this would start. Now we're doing things a little out of the ordinary here, starting a little earlier than usual. And this is strictly because there's so many quests I have to do.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
Making sure we have the right icon equipped. Alright, so we need, what do we need? Yeah, we gotta head this way. Okay, it's in there. Window's still open, so if you hear anything in the background, it's probably a car driving by unreasonably faster than it should on this road. There we go. Yeah, the plan is we'll do side quests and then do the notorious marks. Hopefully make our best gear and then move on with our lives.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Alright, let's just take a quick moment when this scene kind of resets. Just real quick. Okay, control's still charging up.
Bad enough to turn a bearer. I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life. Over here! This one!
Okay, writ of designation has been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Aforementioned purpose is a matter of
So
okay.
This place was no ordinary prison.
Were they experiments?
Taking the creature with them when they fled.
Right. Right. Somebody, didn't Gav say, like, Waloed likes to take orphan bearers and crap, feed them to this great beast of theirs? Or beasts?
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Didn't the Imperials also go about killing off the branded and purges on your mother's orders? Because, it doesn't really look good for us, either way. Kuza.
They were feeding bearers to it.
The hell's a Kuza?
This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Yeah, this doesn't look too good. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Oh, I thought that was an open area. I didn't realize there were bars there. What was that? Thought I heard something down here. Got a bad feeling about this place, though. It tells me that beastie is still here, which means we're gonna be in for a fight.
Let's see what we can find down here.
That doesn't look good.
A survivor. She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone
I need
else
to get her out of here.
was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Teatric send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Uh-oh.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Done.
It's out there waiting for
Oh,
me. Can't
shit.
let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Which means it ate Chadwick. That's a fucking behemoth. Damn it, I hate being right all the time. Who's a beast? Rank A, okay. That definitely looks like a behemoth, though.
Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be closer than that. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it's a behemoth. Drops behemoth shackles, alright.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
I'm guessing she just found Chadwick, and we somehow missed... Oh. A book?
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. Fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Yeah, let's try not to get to that
Thank you,
point
Doris.
of death, but, you know.
Counting on you.
Okay, so that's a quest complete. That's a notorious marked slain that we did not know needed to be slain. Okay, so current quest: speak with Cyril, meet Havel at the gates of Rondala, visit Torgal on the rear decks. So Torgal's there. We're gonna go to Rondala. We gotta speak to. There's so much to do. Okay, so we're gonna go here to Bach. That's where we gotta go to get. I think, to get to Havel. $1,500. And then now that I'm here, I gotta figure out which way am I going.
Do you see that too?
The fact that that thing's just chilling there is a little ominous. But it's like the fact everybody's looking at it.
What is it? Please. I'm scared.
And out of fear of the unknown, people turn to religion for comfort. I wonder what the response would be if we were to tell them the truth.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Being thinking itself a god is the one that made that thing in the sky. And all of us are on the menu. For a second, I thought that marker was over Torgal and he had a quest for me to get. Like, while I'm here. Like, I know he's got a quest for me, but, like, I thought it was happening sooner. Rather, it could happen anywhere.
hear
here?
that?
What is happening here?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal. Oblige him. This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Yeah, see about that. I don't ask for much. Peace and quiet. Neighbors that won't be driving down the street like they're in the fucking Grand Prix. All I want, no interruptions, no disruption. Just to do one stream. Is that so hard? I don't even feel like killing these fools now. You, however, I will personally butcher. This happens. If it's not one thing, it's another. There's never any peace and quiet here. I can safely say that.
I'd have liked.
A lot longer than I would have liked.
Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. Doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
So is that the whole quest?
An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Oh, we have to go talk to Quentin then. Okay. Shame about Lost Wing, though. We had shops and everything. Now, nothing. Well, I think in a second I have to take a tiny little break and readjust a fan or two because, good lord, is it getting hot in here. It's only like 72 degrees. Yeah, feels like a sauna, though. See, this is the problem when you have the one room in the house that's the hottest. I don't know if I've said that 5 times, 10 times. Hell, I could have said it once only. But it's still true.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lost Wing are my family. and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That
I
only
don't know
we
what this
are
is going
worth
on.
saving?
I'm gonna see if I can turn this thing up a little bit.
You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Okay, I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. I'm slowly discovering this fan has a lot more settings than I would like, but that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna come here and this quest in.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy.
Huh?
Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe
Oh,
was so
right, that
pleased.
quest.
She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with Akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
Yeah, I'm kind of questioning that myself.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company are you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Clive in the background just shaking his head. I mean, I'm with him. This is going nowhere with these two old geezers.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony?
Oh boy.
Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Oh, good lord. One can only hope Byron had no hand in naming anybody of any importance to the plotline.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will.
So that's going to be a memento for us. I was kind of hoping it'd be his axe, and if there was text, it would just be like, what's the name of this again? I'm pretty sure you call it like Heartbreaker, Executioner, something like that, you know? But, I guess we'll take this. Okay, another Patron's Whisper. Okay, so there's some new stuff here. Speak with Sorrel. Visit Torgal on the rear deck. Speak with Vivian. Actually, let me check my battery here. Still charging. Okay.
What do you think that thing is?
So, right now, we're about like a half hour in. Almost, actually no, we're like 40 minutes in. Still got a lot of side quests to go through. Oh, Vivian's right here. I might as well go and talk to her. But I do want to see what the notorious marks are. Oh, there's at least two. The Masterless Marauder, and of course the Kuza Beast was beaten, so that's taken care of. Okay. So where's the Masterless Marauder? Capture this beast and try to train them to serve. Oh, God. This is going to be one of those quests, isn't it? This will be a problem. Okay, so Masterless Marauder doesn't really say where it is. But, it's the Waloed army, so I'd assume it's in Waloed somewhere. If not, I guess I can cheat and look at a guide to find it.
I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Alright, that's not ominous or nothing.
Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Let's just see what's new over here.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Okay, Orgharth, Genji gloves.
Here you are.
Alright, we only got one more reward
again.
left,
May have
so
more for ya.
I think it should be quests that are still out in the wild.
Here you go.
Yep. Under new management, we already knew that was going to exist. We knew there were 2 quests out there to take.
Seen enough?
Okay. So, let's go talk to Harpocrates. We'll go check on Torgal at the rear deck.
Something about it.
So we're getting ever closer to the end game. I mean, we could do it now, but I'd rather have everything just so I'm prepared. Because as we've seen, regular enemies that are like Notorious Marks, they kill me more than bosses do.
My boy.
Which,
Pleasure it is to see you.
I'm a little shocked, but...
There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Oh, what?
Coveters of Secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people. before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
And my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting?
Seems to be, I guess.
That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the Strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Alrighty then. I'll go to Garnick, or yeah, make for Garnick. Let's go get Torgal. Maybe get this out of the way before Canada shows up. Once she pops up, yeah, it's gonna be puppy nonstop in the chat, so.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
How long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his Eikons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Yeah, I'll take that as a no.
You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Quick, can't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Like 10 summers?
Talk about like the rest of you. Go on now.
I'm confused. It was like 13 years between Clive at 15 and Clive when he was like fighting for the Empire. So how the fuck is it 10 summers? How? What? Okay, I gotta follow Torgal. I don't know where Torgal went. Okay, so that's where Torgal is.
right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Alright, so now we gotta go to Port Isolde. What could be out there for this dog, I wonder? And then Garnick is gonna be out there. God damn it. I'm gonna accidentally start the final mission and I'm not even gonna realize I've just done it, but it'll be like, well, I guess we live here now, in constant fear of death. Okay, so from here down there. Oh, chest. Clive. We're not... Oh god, we actually are. But wait, are we going to Rosalith or are we going to the Iron Kingdom?
Still here. After all these years. Lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it could hold a third. Like, it's not that small. Nothing like a man and his dog, you know?
This hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
So is this like an old hideaway for them?
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Yeah, Canada's definitely gonna be sad she missed this.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, Shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
Wait, has someone been here?
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
Huh?
My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy?
Yeah, Torgal's the best boy.
Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
Dog sets its mind to something.
I think I know where we're going.
Where exactly are we going? Because I know nothing. That's a good view of Ozolith, though.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Well, that quest is complete. And we got the charred sparring sword. And Caval's, was that Caval? Caval? Increases his attack potency. I mean, that's nice. But he's already strong enough, I mean. That's good we got the quest done anyway.
Sorry for the wait.
Okay, so now I'm actually going to skip over some of that. We're going to head... I think I want to go down here to Tabor. You know, get this quest out of the way, grab the quest that's down there. Okay, so... Oh, they're literally in the same place.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
Alright, let's see. My beloved sons. Okay. I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we at last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way. It shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, and so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you, your father, I kind of wish that letters like this got like a voiceover already, you know? Like it wasn't up to us to read it.
An inheritance.
But what is the
It would
inheritance?
seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
Oh, it was that what he was working for? He was working on something the literal night before we left.
For the duchy, Your Grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim.
Oh.
But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies. With the blight spreading ever more widely across the twins, Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival. He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime. But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides. Those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of the less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
It is true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
Who the hell will that be?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril. Shall we then?
Archive? Why do I feel like this whole town is just for the Undying? Alright, who's his guest?
My lord, Your Grace. I hardly recognize you.
Well, we don't recognize you, so... Who are you?
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can forgive my tardiness in bringing it to you.
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha. You have our gratitude for your service to our house and to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady.
Perhaps you could explain a little more. What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Indeed it has. Our father often spoke of the day when our turn would come.
And had he lived to see it, he would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas, he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are. It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these, works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
I do. Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see.
Oh,
I do
God
at least
damn
know
it.
where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father proud.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Alright, guess we're gonna hunt down a griffin. An elder griffin. So that's in Titan's Wake. That's not too far from us. I can easily just fast travel and run in, but I first need to
Titan's
take...
Wake is to the south of here.
Yep.
But we must not be hasty. The good lady has been disappointed once already.
I need to take a quest.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to...
Kinda wish I had somebody here in the party, in a party.
Experience of
just so I can, like, turn on this floor fan I've got.
as you so
I want, like, I can't really describe it, but, like, it's so hot in here right now. But I don't know if it's going to be picked up by the microphone. So at the same time, I don't want to, just in case it's going to be obnoxiously loud. Let's check real quick. Okay, I can unplug that. That's fantastic.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name. It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Okay.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the Third Chair first, shall we?
Yes, so let's fast travel down here. We'll head up there, fight the Elder Griffin, kill the Elder Griffin. And then from there, we'll complete where there's a will. We'll then go for Duty Undying 2. And an Inconvenient Truth. The goal is that we'll do this and we'll get, you know, more stuff done, quests, marks. Trying to get a specific one.
There it is. For House Rossfield. Attack! Second!
Motherfucker. There we go. And then do this. Why can't you ever just sit still when I'm doing that?
Nice try. Too slow. All yours, Torgal.
I swear I just heard like the little noise a clown's nose makes when you squeeze it. Why did I think that would work? Really? Your stun chances a little annoying. Yeah, none of that. Okay. Elder Griffin is dead. Day is saved. And we got 2 Heartstone. Okay.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goritha will know.
Sounds like a little ritual to try to summon the Canadian. Okay, so we need to talk to her, hand this in, then go for Garnick and then Mickelberg. Get those quests out of the way.
Oh, thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
And the Heartstone claimed.
Oh, Heartstones.
Yes, this radiant luster like frozen flame. It is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
Thank you, Cyril. I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Cut into what? Set into what?
The armbands are complete.
Oh.
Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message. Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So, how were you able to keep them from her?
Because I was the keeper of the vault. Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for the bands, of the deep love he had for both of you, and his hopes for your future.
That sounds about right.
Before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she meant to betray us. I tried to warn your father, but it was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took up the armbands and I fled into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete. Not knowing what else to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking I might claim the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me.
And so the Undying worked together.
His will had been recovered. And that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us. For giving my service meaning.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the weather report. It is not going to be getting cool anytime soon. Good lord.
The bands suit you well. It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to. What do you say, Clive? Shall we pay Father a visit?
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father would prefer it in your hands than perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril. Come on, Clive. He's waiting.
There's another quest there we could take now. Kind of want to just get this one wrapped up. Okay, so this memorial is all the way down there. That's not too bad.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond. Do you really think we're strong enough?
To save the world? Of course. To have overcome Father's political enemies? Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. What Mother was truly capable of. But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
Oh, wait, that's what happened.
It's just back there.
Because I remember we came in here a few nights back, I think. We came down here and I was wondering, what is this, you know, stone, like, memorial thing? Now we know.
Father always fought for what he believed was right.
Are we gonna get another flashback?
It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me, he was the greatest of men. I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
We all have, Clive. We all have. And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
We won't lay you down.
Well, it's the thought that counts, I think.
Then. Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Okay. Rusted battle helm, that'd be... Yep, that'd be Elwyn's. Getting a lot more mementos now. Kind of surprised we're getting them all at the end. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua's joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Are you kidding me? Like, he's already part of my party. Like, now it's permanent? That doesn't make any sense. Fine. I'll allow it. Okay, so let's try to complete some stuff. We'll go here, we'll try to complete this, we'll go to the other one after. Also, I'm pretty sure I took other quests, so shouldn't I also have them available? Let me check. Journal. Oh, no. I thought I had accepted every other quest. Huh. Guess not. Alright. Inconvenient shoots all the way up there. Okay, and this one's going to be down the road to the right. Yeah, I'm also noticing a lot of notorious marks just kind of popped up casually, so a little concerned that we might run into more on this one. I hate that the fire spell doesn't do more damage, but at least I don't have to like wait 10 years for it to come up. Like, that would be my biggest complaint. Biggest praise for this game: its combat's not like the 7 remake. There is no ATB gauge. None of that crap is here. It's wonderful. Not as many combos as I would be hoping. Kind of disappointed it's not Devil May Cry 5 Dante, where I can just kind of rotate or choose between like all the different like the least they could do is make it like his devil arms, where I've got like Phoenix, Rama or whatever, Titan, and instead of going back to Phoenix it goes down like Garuda, Shiva, Bahamut, Odin, you know, like go down in the order so I can like quickly select. Just testing out how fast I can actually choose them. Wait, did I go past? I went past it. Son of a gun. Okay. So up by that archway then.
Might this be Nickelberg?
Not a clue, but we'll find out. Huh? People. Okay. Why are there people here? I mean, I know for the quest, but, you know.
The village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you, too, heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
What's the
You
call?
keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed.
Oh no.
This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, was to become a Akashic and serve Ultima.
Lord, cleanse us of our sins. Let us
must be reborn in your loving arms.
The same arms that'll sooner wipe you out.
The torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Why do I not trust that?
If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
But for how long? I don't know what game I'm thinking of, but this reminds me of a scene. You show up, you expect everything to kind of go one way, and when you get what you're looking for and you come out, everybody suddenly tries to kill you.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear. Are you?
Yes, Canada, you missed the puppy days by about an hour, I think.
If I am not mistaken.
Maybe a little less than an hour.
And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Yeah, you can probably rewind.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
Well, I don't think you can rewind the stream now, but later on you
I
can.
must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
We've basically been doing all the side quests. It's not even 11 yet, and most of them are
Is
done.
there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith.
And then following that,
I learned of them.
we're going to end up, I think, doing whatever hunts are left, and then it'll be the final battle.
You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills.
Yeah, the cult's expanding.
In their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation.
See, this is why religion is pointless. Gives you a little bit of hope, a little bit of faith. Makes you feel like good inside and nice and happy. And then your god turns you into a magic zombie. What was that?
Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this one. Oh, shit. It's an ether flood. Fantastic.
Flood. Oh no.
Which means they've all turned into
Something I can do.
Kashik.
Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Go, Tor! Go, Tor!
Get him!
Go, Tor!
Oh, fuck.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before. Over here!
Come on. I got one just for you, big fella. That was not the move I intended to use at that moment. Oh, you cheeky bugger. Well, that was a little premature on my part. Okay, that's a bit more firepower than I was expecting. That was a little closer than I would have liked. There we go. Come on. There we go. So, what about the villagers behind us?
Damn it.
Oh, God damn it, man. Told him to stay behind. Nope.
Don't you die.
It's what they naturally come with as a sword. At least that model does. And this man, this idiot.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true
There's a thing called natural selection, survival of the fittest.
By devoting themselves to the service of their lord.
Their lord's a dick who's trying to destroy the world. God damn it.
The Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it.
I don't think becoming a zombie is going to give you salvation.
Marquis, I did not mean to trouble you with this.
God damn it.
My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me? Of course. Your duty will be done. Look, my lord.
No. They're turning Akashic. God damn it. That's not saving them. That's killing them. For fuck's sakes. Huh? Yep. Yep. They're all zombies now. Which means now I gotta kill them anyway. They're all gonna die. That's fantastic. See, this is why we need to have people with, like, less people with bleeding hearts being put in positions like this. Let be known, children. Yeah. They're not.
I should get this report to Cyril.
Let's see. Dear Cyril, your man was an idiot. You shouldn't have sent him there.
Take a look at my wares.
Thanks to him, there's a bunch of Akashic running around that we didn't need to deal with.
Anything else? Of course.
Signed, your boss, Clive. P.S. We're docking your pay for this. I think that'd go rather well, don't you?
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
I'm tempted not to, but kind of have to.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He's dead.
He died protecting the villagers from an echo.
And then they turned into Akashic.
I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end.
Isn't liberty supposed to be like justice, free will, yada yada?
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
Look, not even a mental, like, institution, or, like... Not even like a psychopath would be saying, hey, let me become a zombie.
It matters not how misguided others might judge one's
Good
decision
Lord.
to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them.
Look, a cult's a cult, Cyril. Can we just call it what it is?
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them.
And he failed to
What
save
he
them.
did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
2 degrees cooler, but it still feels like a sauna in here. Okay, 1,000 ability points. I mean, that's fair. Alright, we got the signboard and a piece of orichalcum. Alright. So now we have an extra piece, because we had the 3 for the sword, which we haven't made yet. I think we should only need 1 more material, dark steel, I think. So I can make the 1 piece of armor now. Oh, god damn it. Oh, he's still here.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, 2.
I'm not killing the kids.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The hideaway.
Alright, fine.
The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
And it's one thing. But Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
It's gonna be like the boy who cried wolf.
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a...
Ah, it's you.
Oh, shut up, Conrad.
Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak.
Oh, for the love of God.
I believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps.
What
If he had not been
revenge?
unmasked,
He may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind.
And what does he have to gain by making this up?
Having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie.
With the people? With common sense?
Be trusted, and neither, therefore,
okay. Bitch, if I take your head off, will you start listening?
For the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now
Want to bet? I'll hold you to it. And this is why I am not in politics. I would have killed somebody day one.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Furder.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
I swear to God. All you people would die, and I wouldn't care.
Lord Furder.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor, I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
What the hell happened? I just left.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
And they still don't get it.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, Bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Honestly, you fucking idiots.
Wait, someone's coming.
Who the hell could be... Kids.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Oh, now you people stop. Bunch of morons.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad? And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you, ever.
Out of the mouths of babes, I suppose.
Did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going! And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Oh, now you two agree on something.
Lubo, we've heard enough.
Knight!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
But you won't apologize for any of this, will you?
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
Make it sound like it's his problem.
We won't run, but we will fight.
And the majority of you will die.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Alright, so now we're gonna have to deal with the Akashic, right?
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
Okay, small army of zombies. What else is new?
Monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all?
I'm gonna have to fight them all
I would
again,
like you
aren't
to
I?
travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. Main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Looks like everyone's ready.
Oh, they are up there. Okay. And then there's not really anything else here. Alright, this will be quick then. Okay, now let's try to figure some things out here. 1956. Oh, want dancing steel? Probably not. That looks like it's going to be complicated. Okay, that's going to take a little bit too long. That's certainly going to be too much. Okay, 2076. Not enough for that. Satellite can be mastered, though, which would be great. Ooh. Allegedly, Rift Slip is really broken, but not going to try that. Okay, so that's where I gotta go. Let me swap some things around. Okay, so Judgment Bolt's gonna be good. Wind Up I love, but definitely need Raging Fists. Maybe try Earthen Fury for some crowd control then. In which case I don't really need Pile Drive, do I? Okay, so let's swap Pile Drive with Wind Up. Let's swap Wind Up with Earthen Fury. That gives us 2 ultimates, a crowd control, at least 2 crowd controls actually.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
Death, death, and more death, as per usual.
We can't leave a single one alive.
Oh, that's something. I'm sick and tired of you already.
This one.
And of course there's more. Why wouldn't there be? Okay, really? That's rude. And that's just plain wrong. Yeah, I thought you were gonna do that, you little shithead. So there goes your shield. So there goes your health. Try to get some of that damage up. There we go. I think we should have hit level 48 by now. Yes, so now we're 2 levels away from max. But Jesus. Clive's stats going up.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalamil and see how the others fared.
Please tell me everything worked out. Is that blood in the sand?
the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
There we go.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalamil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalamil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
Oh, just don't bring it up. It'll be fine.
But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalamil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause.
Which
If the Town
is
Guard
what
and the
exactly?
Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalamil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalamil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalamil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Don't push it, Lubor. I'm pretty sure there's like
Fickle fate can
maybe
be.
2 quests
So
left.
long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor. About the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your
Oh
responsibility.
wait, no, it's not 2. This should be 3, I
Sooner
think.
face another horde of Akashic than see them
I'm
brought
trying to
up
think.
as
We have the
outlaws.
quest for Vivian.
Make sure they're safe
Then there's-
here.
I think there's like 2 quests at the hideaway we have to
the
take.
children, but everyone in Dalamil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
At least the little brats did their jobs well. Prize signboard. Okay, that's another one down. So let's see. Still quests there to take. Quest out there to take. Quest out here to do. I feel like we're going to save the Dame for last. So I'll head to the hideaway, take these quests, complete these quests. Somewhere within the next 60 minutes, essentially, we have to do all of that. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's more than 3 quests. Oh god.
There's something about it.
I even gave myself like almost a half-hour head
I
start
was
too.
wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Yeah, sure.
One can
Why
never
not?
have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Oh boy. Canada, you still with me? Awake? Alive? Not in a depression over not seeing the puppy?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? No scratches, right?
I could take that, but I'd be one piece short. I really need to get that other dark steel, though.
Anything else?
Oh, I need clutch mine. Do I get that from Karen?
Still alive, are ya?
If
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that.
It's literally the same price. Oh, shoot. Well, screw it.
It's rubbing me blind, you know.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want? Yeah, that should do you.
Okay, so now this sword has been upgraded fully, so that's great. Oh wow, this place is really starting to fill in. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's filling in, but there's still stuff missing. That's fine. Just quickly go through all this if I can. She's not gonna like this one.
Jill. I should go and speak with him.
Alright. Now we gotta go talk to Joshua about Jill, then we gotta head to Northreach. Make for Garnick. Crap, there's so many things to do. Why is Torgal just chilling like... You know what?
Joshua,
I won't count the betrayal.
I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
True. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
I'd probably stumble into this relationship like I stumbled to every freaking relationship ever. For a second, I thought there was Jill back there. It was just Dion. Oh, God. There's still 2 quests there to do. So, Jesus. Oh, we'll get through this one first, because I know Canada's not going to be happy dealing with anything Jill-centric. I swear she's probably already passed out. It'd be Rouse Fields. Oh, so officially I think I've been everywhere now. Nice.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
If I knew we were going to go back to the hideaway, I would have just taken those quests while I was there. In which case, I'm going to go to Garnick then. Get this one out of the way. Go back to the hideaway, hand that quest in. Take on another quest. You know. Canada? Okay, well, you know. Silence and all that, fine, fair. God damn it. One time, she could probably provide some kind of insight. Oogly boogly, bitch. Okay, so now you're taking a page out of Erica's book, alright? Yeah. You see big thing there? You see big fucker? This is a mark, isn't it? Yep, it's a mark. Remember that behemoth from the other night? Yeah, that's a behemoth king. That's... Oh, I am in danger.
Another of the Royalist guard dogs.
Oh, for fuck off with this shit. 3 comets at once, right out the gate. Looks like the beast from Beauty and the Beast fucked a tree. What part of this thing screams tree to you? the fuck branches? Okay, I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. I'm trying not to. Frankly, I'm just trying to get this thing to be dead. There we go. That'll be 2 behemoth fights in one night. Four horsemen?
Nice try.
Goddamn thing summons up the apocalypse. Uh-oh. What is this camera angle like? What am I looking at here? Okay. Oh, hell. Really? Whose bright idea was it to give a behemoth king all this frickin' bullshit? Apocalypse. Because of course. Why wouldn't it? Yeah, that's right. I lived, bitch. Mistime that one. And that one. And that one. Nope.
Well done,
Need some lightning bolts, bitch. You motherfucker. Too far out of range, okay. let's stop tracking that. Come on, one last push, one last push. There we go. What do I get out of that? Another piece of orichalcum. It's an S rank, so yeah. In fact, we did.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
I think that makes it canon. The dog is stronger than a behemoth king. All in favor? Say aye. I honestly hate behemoths. Like, they're a fantastic enemy, but good God Almighty, they are a cunt to fight.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
Okay.
His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
I have a bad feeling about this. Can I not? I can't fast travel.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it, or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
I don't like that. Where did he come from? Where did they come from?
Let's see, shall we?
You know, considering what we just killed, I don't think you understand the position you're in.
Too slow. This one.
Come on. Oh, cute. Cute. And just like that, he's dead. Whew. Okay, so we're getting closer to 49. We now can make our best pieces of armor and finish that set. And he's still here.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
That should really go without saying.
It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief.
So basically, this is what happens if the church ever had like a secret police force.
For a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
How does he pull off this Houdini BS? Like, come on.
Let's give this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Okay, so Vivian wants book. We give Vivian book. We take on another quest. We can solve other quests. I think we're down like the last 4 side quests, which...
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
At this point, it's starting to feel like we're running out of time. Like, yeah, because we got 2 there, 2... Yeah, well, about 4. Just about 4. Assuming this doesn't end up being longer.
I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I fear the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors.
Yeah, you mind explaining that?
To let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Excuse me. Okay. Guessing we're getting another signboard or something, like maybe another memento item. Yep, Clive's Chambers, Scholar's Bonnet, Curiosity. Unlocked. Behemoth King, done. Wailing Banshee. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Of course that's going to be in Garnick. God damn it. Always something. Always something. Okay, I'm going to take the quest that's down here on this level. We'll move to the gardens again.
What do you think happened?
Oh, not you, 3.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
A cloud?
The clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Alright, fine. She still owes me money, though.
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Now, I don't know why we didn't get payment for that one quest for Mid. Maybe this quest will give us something. Anything.
Mid, if you have a...
Huh?
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! To the skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all?
So you want to take a
The gods get
boat,
the skies all to themselves,
sorry, a
so
ship,
I'm gonna do something about it.
and
The Fallen had
just,
their chance, but they relied too much on magic.
I don't know,
And see where that got them.
make it fly?
I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First, I need to make a prototype.
Not really sure it's gonna work.
Job.
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
I'm sorry, Godfather?
First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Canada, how do I get roped into these scenarios?
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
I just want payment for my last job, Mid. You could spare change for a poor beggar. No, can't do that. Has to give me another job to do. And this one probably doesn't even get me paid. Oh, wow. I think these are new. Oh, yeah, this place has a lot more greenery, I think.
Oh. What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
The fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept a record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
We're really just about to do all that. Oh, right. I have to... God damn it. Well, time to go talk to the curse breakers. Alright, so gotta ask the curse breakers for ideas for Mid. And we gotta go to Northreach. We can meet with our man there about this scout. And I think I should now have enough. So.
Sancfordian, dear.
Yep, Sons of Ouroboros.
Should last you a good while.
So we're still one Darksteel short.
And?
Well, we'll get there eventually. Hopefully we get there soon, because then I can make that sword. We can then challenge Ultima for the final fight. Save the world and see how the story ends.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm hearing this little sound in the background, and it took me until now to realize that's the Moogle, just floating aimlessly. Oh, bugger. Okay, we gotta go there. Wait. Yeah, because that leads towards Karavas. Then what's... Oh! That's why, because 2 quests are out here. And then the other one just goes to 2 different locations. Okay. Yeah, so we'll handle 2 of these.
Nazir might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am, but I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
This wouldn't be a quest if he couldn't let me down, which means I'm going to have to go and save him.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
Yeah, I kind of doubt this is going to be impressive, though. But who knows, maybe I'll be surprised. Yeah, I'm not here for you. Though, if you keep hunting me, I might just be here for you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
These are clean kills.
Woman, you've been getting sleepy for quite a while. Besides, this ended up being more side quest than I thought it would be. Oh, god damn it. What is he into now?
Damn it.
Oh.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
That is a type of dragon. Well, a wyvern? Come on. Come on. There we go. Just go down already. There we go. Alright, that's dead.
Ember, are you...
Huh?
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is, then.
Alright. Well, let me just loot this chest and we'll head back to Northreach. Kestrel's Break Braid? Alright. And then we can complete this quest. We can take a quest from the Dame. Then we can complete that other quest. Complete the Dame's quest. Okay, why isn't he here?
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but...
And now we gotta find this guy again.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring
He's got
the
a
thing
point.
back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright. All's well that ends well there, anyway.
This won't be an easy decision.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the market.
I would speak with this Duke.
Okay, so now we gotta go get the meadow. Actually, what can I cannot bypass that. I gotta go straight there. Crap.
What say you then?
Okay, can't sign Ambrosia here, so...
Welcome back.
What is that out there? Make me think it's like a crystal or maybe a fallen structure. I might give it some thought later on. For all I know, they could go back on their word and make DLC for this game. In which case, hopefully it makes something better for us, right? Oh no. What is it now?
See, boy. Let's hope this is the last one.
Only one way to find out.
Come on, big fella. There we go. And then let's just do this. Oh, I hit the wrong button. New enemies approaching. That's a big hit. There we go. Okay, Minotaur main, sharp fang, magic dash, the usual shit.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Now everybody gets a nice, happy little ending, I suppose.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Okay, so now that we're here, yeah, we gotta do these. We can hand these two in now. We can take that other quest for whoever's up there.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
Well, when did they ever?
They most certainly did not.
Well, let's see. He was supposed to get in, not be caught by anybody, not trigger any alarms, and he did that. A wild Avis, however, is unexpected. While he did freeze up against that, he at least handled everything else in the mission pretty well, so...
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless.
A little bit of training.
After all,
It'll be good.
he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, Any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half.
What the hell's a conk?
Would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask.
That didn't sound robotic or nothing.
I'll show you. Just you wait.
What I find funny about this is, like, the vast majority, I think, are all, like, English actors. Like, you know, the British Isles kind of English.
If you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long.
Oh,
By the
Gav.
time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off.
I perish the thought.
Fine thing. Back to work.
Yes, so...
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
No, hey, this entire night hasn't played out like anybody
Things
expected.
really do these days.
Interruptions in the
That's why we
beginning,
need men like Ember more than ever.
and then, of course, all these other options and problems.
Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
It's just the life. Okay, so Jill's up there, so we'll go see Jill. Oh, god damn it, I thought I already had taken all the quests here. What the hell? No, no, not another one of these. Oh, wait, it's Gav. Oh, thank God.
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now. I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
Okay, well, what are we making?
One made from the feather of a silver chocobo.
So, Ambrosia.
There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Somehow, this is what we've now been reduced to. Carrier Pigeon Express. Alright, so we'll talk to Jill. That'll free us up for another... God damn it. Why? Why, game? Why do you do this to me? We'll talk to Jill and clear that up, and then we'll take that quest.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court.
Oh boy.
They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
And the puppy just chills in the background.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
There's the big question.
Don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I think this is where Canada should probably look away. Somehow I knew this quest was going to get you to wake up.
There was much good at Garland's, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
And said my name, I wouldn't have even noticed. Well, you know me, I can't let you enjoy yourself for too long.
The flowers, everything.
Besides,
It's exactly
I wanted to get this quest out of the way.
You
Okay, she's not a bitch. That's our mother. And no, they're not getting married now. At least I don't think they are. If you were sleeping, why did you keep this on? No, Canada, Jill's not our mother. The bitch in question is our mother, but Jill is not a bitch. Oh my god. Woman, well, actually, wait, no, technically, Elwyn and Annabella were cousins, so I guess, yes?
You're right.
Eh.
There's still much to do.
Yeah, best not to think about it.
Together.
Okay, for a second I thought that audio was having an issue. No, we got an accessory. Shiva's kiss. Well, that's not telling her nothing. Yeah, no. Elwyn and Annabella only had 2 kids. Annabella then was sleeping with the Emperor, and then they had a kid who then was possessed by Ultima. Oh, shit, that's good. Wait, where's Joshua? The fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Discussing the cliche. Well, I guess, how does that work? So if I turn around, is it going to be Joshua and... Oh, hey, wait, no. The whole gang's here. Sweet. We just don't have Dion.
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the market.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I can't make the claim of, like, they used a cell phone to call him back because he wasn't there in the flowers. Torgal technically was the third wheel. He just chilled out by the edge. Dion's still alive, yeah. So your gay Imperial Prince is still alive. Now we're going to go talk to the owner of the whorehouse.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
Although technically I guess that means we're talking to a pimp.
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizen's watch to fill the void.
Look, Torgal's a good boy. He protects his master, he protects his master's loved ones.
So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might...
The only thing Torgal seems to like is having that weird iron band around his, like, leg.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you?
So I think there's, like, still one more side quest I have to take?
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Uh-oh.
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please. Proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in
Supercilious?
every action.
I swear they're making up
I
words
owe you
here.
my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason.
So we just throw him in the whorehouse and,
He must be made
you
to
know,
face the consequences.
or that can happen.
And who would make him do this?
I would.
Please don't be me. Oh, thank God.
Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Lady, you don't want to hear what my plan was, because that's drastic.
Called for, unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire, that they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong.
See, if we had Dion in the party, this wouldn't be happening.
Who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
Oh boy.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
I really don't understand this woman, because the dame's all over the place. One minute she's trying to be seductive, commanding, the next minute she's manipulative, and then the next she's concerned for her people. I don't understand it.
Saw the captain just now.
Okay, I gotta speak to 3 merchants of Martha's Rest. I didn't realize I had a quest for that. I kind of forgot where I got that one from. Oh wait, no, that's Gav that needed that one, right?
So you are content to abandon... Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends. Someone has to keep watch.
You're not wrong about that, but still, like, you'd think she'd understand.
You're not the only able
Sabine looks like mid, but with a hat.
so much for your...
Hopefully Sabine pays for the quest we do for her. Mid still hasn't paid us jack for the last job.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, and now Mid's also given us another job to do for her, so, you know, that's fun.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh.
Which reminds me that this job is a little ridiculous, too, in my mid standards.
In fact,
I think we're supposed to get like 2 things of oil, I think, and then get like some shell from an ancient adamantoise. Also, she can somehow make the ship fly.
All over too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet.
Not sure how Orville and Wilbur Wright would feel about that.
Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Also, I have to imagine people have actually been flying with planes for like a century now.
Rendezvous back here later.
And I think cars have existed for a century too, now that I think about it. Or roughly. Okay, so I'm supposed to head down there for this. Oh, crap.
Not here.
Oh, fine, I'll just take it on foot then. Okay, how is Jill that fast? Also, where the hell did we leave Joshua at? Oh.
Damn it.
Oh.
Those were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Yeah, that was too easy. There we go. Alright, we're getting closer to 49 now. And I think there's like at least one hunt on the board.
Clive, it's me. Are you alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Uh-oh.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. But now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this.
Great, now we got the Dame involved.
Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Oh.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Grieger.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Hear me? That was an order.
Also, you're not wrong.
This is but a
And to be fair, the Dame basically comes on pretty strong when you first meet her. Pretty sure like every person that knows her name has thought of either sleeping with her or she's got dirt on them. Because clearly they all forgot about she slept with a Branded.
You heard the Dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on.
Wait, we have archers? We've never seen an archer in this game. Like,
She is but a common...
A common whore? Yeah. So
whore.
what?
Yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
Okay, technically you guys would follow certain parts of her anatomy to the gates of hell. I'd be the unlucky sod who gets dragged there via blackmail. That or circumstance. Coincidence? Probably. Oh, this means we have a big fight, too. Oh, God.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured, the people will play their part.
And now for a Google search, we'll probably have my FBI agent wondering what the hell I'm thinking.
Take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, lady.
Do they still exist?
I'll play my part too. You still won for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the South in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Okay, I've learned more than I thought I would. Well, let's just say I know what countries not to visit. Or at least what cities not to visit. I also know what places to not allow the mutt to go to, so, you know. Canada doesn't have to worry about California disappearing for long periods of time to take in the sights, as it were. Yeah, I kind of looked up a thing, found out some things, and found a thing I never thought I'd actually would find. Which I'm more shocked that it exists.
There are so many of them.
Well, if California disappears, you don't have entertainment. Or at least an assistant. Okay, why is it's something that I'm finding odd that California would disappear before, but your mind jumps to Johnny Depp? Let's just position that right. I mean, that's true, but the two of you do use me as like a carrier pigeon.
Is it over?
No, there's more.
It's only just begun.
Oh, hell, they brought the big bitch in. I'm sorry, do you want him having your Insta? Ow. No, it's nobody, no game character nudes are in the game. Well, I mean, we do see Clive, I guess, naked, and Jill, too, together. Oh, that ain't good. Bitch in the ass, take you out of this. Let's just get rid of that stagger there, thank you. I am criminally low on healing items, I've now noticed. That did not go the way I hoped.
This one.
There it goes. That wasn't so bad.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
I like how he just ignores the fact that his girlfriend and his brother are with him. He just always goes to the dog. Of course, if Canada had her way, Jill would just be non-existent completely. Because Torgal is all that mattered. Yeah, I know, that's all that matters to you.
It's good to see you. And you.
Everybody else could die, as long as the dog survives, right?
How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, nothing that the whores in the whorehouse can't fix, right?
It seems we've survived. For the time being, at least.
Man probably lost an arm in there. But long as he gets laid, he don't care.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire.
Yeah, as long as you could just play as Tor, you'd be happy.
Without a strong hand to guide them.
Maybe that'll be the DLC, Canada. They'll allow you to play as Torgal, and you can relive the storyline by playing as the puppy, which includes being a puppy.
Together. Not by force. Nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel.
Buddy, like several days ago in this playthrough, she literally got the guards to do work by offering them a chance to stay at the Vale.
You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory.
Sex literally runs this town, and there's the mayor.
You have the right of it again.
Actually, at this point, it's easy to answer who hasn't slept with the mayor, and that would be the entirety of our party.
Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that, and I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Oh my god. In other words, the more you fight, the more stress you're under, the more money I make when you come to the whorehouse.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed.
She's a common whore, like you said.
In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together.
This town just became, like, infinitely more progressive when you think about it. They want a woman in charge, but not just any woman. They want the woman that runs the whorehouse in charge.
Be a new beginning. Not only
That would never happen today.
but for us.
I mean, women being in charge, yes, but the mistress or madam or whatever they call them of like a brothel, that would never happen.
Wounded.
Can we get you anything?
Alright, so I'll talk to her, hand this quest in. Is there a faster way to get there? And indeed there is. I think after that I'll probably fast travel to Martha's Rest and then just save there. Call it a night. Which means tomorrow we're going to be going through all the rest of the side quests, and then the hunts, and then
You've helped
Ultima.
quite enough for one day, Clive.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm.
One of your talents could probably easily find quite a few men to die for you.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Oh no. Don't say that to her, please. We'll literally be here till the end of time.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility.
Oh,
so sought
fancy.
after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach.
So what happened to him?
It was the veil that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
Oh.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Okay, so it's not so bad, I guess.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you.
So...
Stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either.
Is that why she was giving us the fuck me eyes in, like, the first encounter?
Together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
Okay, Veil signboard and a piece of orichalcum. Just how much orichalcum do we need? And they opened up my mind. Trophy earned. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it can't be like I finish all the side quests, because evidently not. So we got like a side quest up there. tourist marks. Yeah, there's like 2 side quests here. God damn it. There's so many side quests. Where does it end? Oh, wait.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
Are you, though?
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gutted hovel, not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Okay, so then there's 2 more here somewhere. Might as well go and get my stocks back in order.
What are you after? Thanks very much. There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Take care out there, eh?
I think we're set there. We just need to get a few other things sorted. But we'll do that later. Yeah, so we'll save here, do this quest, move on to the other quests, gather up whatever we can for the last quests, and then do all the hunts. I think by that point in time, we should hit 49, if not be close to 50. And then it'll be the end of the game, giving us a 4-person party, because I think we'll have Dion with us and Torgo, so Jill will be replaced. Canada will be rejoicing for that. Oh yeah, we mastered almost all the Phoenix's abilities. Son of a gun. Yeah, let's master this. And we got the Yes Icon achievement, which I assume means we've filled out the whole board there. Okay. So, oh wait, now I should save again because I just did something different. Fuck. So yeah. That'll be next time, and then hopefully tomorrow will be the actual end. Because I think at that point, I wonder. Game came out the 22nd. 30 days in June, so 8 days of that. Yeah, because 7 days would have been the 29th, so then 8 days would have been the 30th. And then, yeah, actually, it'll be literally 16 days, but not 16 parts. How does that fucking work? I don't have time to figure that one out. But, anyway, that's the plan. And when it's done... Yeah, I have no idea. I think Resident Evil 3 will be after this.